Minded Gamer here. Today we got episode 6 of 5 random airports and airfields. This one I decided to go a little more local for me. Um, I lost my mom this week and it's been kind of rough, so I wanted to go back to her hometown. My mom was originally from Preston, Washington. So we're going to be starting in Fall City, Washington. And we're going to be at 1 Washington Adam 6. And it's an asphalt runway of 2,200 feet. I did cheat a little bit because I did not like the default airport. And I went ahead and bought the Orbix version of Fall City for $4.99. And I am relatively impressed. It looks really good. So, Fall City was a place that I used to go a lot with my mom back in the day. We used to go up to Snoqualmie Falls. So I'm pretty familiar with this area. And I just wanted to share it and do this kind of as a tribute to her. Alright, so let's just get started. I used to have this for, I believe it was Prepare 3D in the Orbix scenery, but I don't remember what that's. I'm assuming this is probably the same scenery package, but it's a nice airport, and for $5 you can't really go wrong. And one of the great things about Fall City and this airport is that you're buried right in the middle of all these cool mountains and forests. So let's just jump right on in here. We're going to be in the Cessna 152. And we're going to go out for a short little circuit out over Snoqualmie Falls and get to flying. Okay, so here we go. It has been years since I've been to this part of Washington. You can't really say I've never been to the little airfield here, but I've been to Snoqualmie Falls quite often. My mom's family was from this area, mainly the Preston and Issaquah area. She grew up there. So we're going to probably take a long circuit here over Fall City and then take a look at the other airports that I've selected, or airfields that I've selected for this region. For this week's episode. I haven't. I like I said, when we moved away from here, I was very little. And I remember going to Snoqualmie Falls for the last time with my mom before moving to Eastern Washington. So, it holds a lot of memories here for me, and especially when it comes to family. We have a lot of fond memories here.
Seattle approach Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra is type Cessna 152 1 miles east of 1 Whiskey Alpha 700 feet. Request flight following.
Squawk 0157.
Alright, there's the falls.
Squawk 0157 Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra.
I would think that could have looked better, that could have been dressed up a little bit.
Contact 2 miles southeast of 1 Whiskey Alpha 1000 feet. Altimeter 29.2.
Roger Cessna X-Ray Golf Sierra.
here in Falls City. Now I remember coming into Falls City. I remember the trains. I remember a lot of trains along the main road. I believe it was some kind of train museum, if I'm not mistaken. But that's what I remember most. And you have Mount Si and the other surrounding mountains out here. Alright, well, we'll go back and land, and then we'll shoot on over towards Preston. I apologize for this episode being late. Like I said, I haven't had time and I haven't felt like doing it until tonight. So I thought I'd get started, get this video up so you can see it. It's a beautiful area to fly in. As a kid, I remember enough about the area that the population here has gotten crazy over the years compared to what it used to be. My grandfather was I never knew my grandfather. He died when he was young, when my mom was very young. And he was a logger at the Preston mill. He got injured one day and had a blood clot and died. I really like the way this 152 flies. I think I have the extra mod to it, so it acts more like the real thing. But it's a good solid airplane to fly. That's a tough approach with the trees. I'm going to end up overshooting the runway. Whoa. Oh yeah, that's not good. And cars like to drive through the there's some folks up there. I wonder if they paid any attention to my shitty landing. There's some creepy guy in the garage there. Oh, there's a police car here even. That's a cool little scenery. addition. Look at all the extra stuff going on. Look at that. There's people working on their stuff. Cool. All right. Well, okay, that's going to do it for Fall City. We're going to jump to the next one, but I think first off, we're going to go fly over Preston. And before we move on to the next airport. I love the Orbic scenery packages. So I thought we'd take another look here before we sign off on Fall City. The Fall City scenery is available via the marketplace if you don't have it. Sure, a lot of cops here. What's up with that? And you're just hiking in, huh? Some boat storage. A couple arguing. I'm having a little drinky poo over here. Yeah, I used to be a pilot, and then I was this guy that sits on this bench drinking. Yeah, that could be one of my relatives. This is really cool. I'll sell you a truck. It's got low mileage. I swear. Well, yeah, okay. Well, he's washing his windshield. And here we are standing in the weeds. Well, that's pretty neat. Oh, he moved. He's not standing up against the wall anymore. If you got time to, what's the old saying? If you have time to stand, you have time to clean, or whatever. I don't remember. Do not enter, but the cars drive right through here. There's another police car. Yeah, look at that. Look at that guy go. Oh, no. Somehow I don't think... I don't know about that. Alright, well, that's going to do it for Fall City. That's it in a nutshell. It's a great little airport package. And it's fun flying out from here. So if you haven't tried it, it's worth a shot. It's worth the $5. Okay, on to the next airport. So actually, Preston, Washington. You would actually, if you blink when you drive by it or even fly over it, you're gonna miss it. It's a little tiny area. It's a very small community. I remember I was there when there was a Butchie's gas station, and I remember the old community church, Preston Community Church. I remember all of that. And my mom and her family, they lived just past the church, out and around a curve. And my grandfather actually built a house there. And the house is still standing to this day. I believe if you're looking off here to the right, or I'm sorry, to the left, I'm getting worked up. That would be part of Preston. So you have the main freeway, which comes through and goes to Issaquah. And then that's the main road down there. And that road that you see that branches off where that little gray building is down there, just below the wing. Try to do this without getting messed up. It's right there at that road, and then it twists around, and our house was out that direction. I think, yeah. Yeah, and then the old Preston mill was that big open area down there. And then you followed that road around. Our home actually, I want to say it bordered the freeway. I remember the freeway being built as a kid, and I remember we had a lot of water runoff from it. So, but I remember all of that. But it's down in this area, and that's Preston. I mean, pretty much if you blink, you miss it. But it was a lot of good times there, and a lot of close family there. So, if you can hear me, Mom, I hope you appreciate this. But that right down there, right off the nose to the left, that whole area down there would be Preston, and then the road going through it would be going to the north is heading to Falls City and Snoqualmie. Would be down that way. But yeah, when you're looking down here, yeah, that's the old mill site. And then there was where that house is on the corner there. That was actually a gas station at one time. And I believe that was even used, the gas station was used in a scene from Twin Peaks back in the day before they tore all that down. Okay, well that's going to do it for my tour of Preston. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed it, Mom. Okay, so next up is Bandera State. Bandera State is 4W0 for William 0, and it is a grass airfield, and it is 2,387 feet. This little airstrip is right along the freeway as you head out towards the pass. So this will give you a really nice area to fly in, and you're close to the mountain ranges, and you are also close to Mount Defiance and Granite Mountain. So there are no outbuildings here. I don't know what purpose they use this, or what the purpose of this airfield is, but that's a nice spot to fly out of anyways. There's the river. Alright, let's just jump in and fly. We're in the ultralight today. Guys, I want you all to know, I want you to... You gotta realize how precious life is. Because a week ago we didn't think, you know, she went into the hospital a week ago. We didn't really think this was going to happen, but it did. I mean, she lived a long, good life, and now the pain that she was in is gone, but and she's in a better place. But just, if you still got them, hug them. Don't just be good to them. stick to Flight Simulator now. I've been down that road many times. Nice spot to fly anyways. Alright, there we are. And that is gonna do it for Bandera State. On to the next. Okay, so next up is Easton State. It is a grass airfield. It is 2,840 feet, and its IACO code is KESW, King Edward Sam William. This one is located out along Interstate 90. It's a little closer to Cle Elum, so we're actually through the we'd be through the pass now, and on the other side, I believe. There isn't much to see here. There's one outbuilding, but the area is pretty scenic with all lakes and mountains and forests. I know one thing Flight Simulator seems to really like is trees. And there's the two outbuildings. Looks like probably somebody's house and a garage or something. But that is Easton State. So let's just jump on in the plane and go for a flight. Alright, here we go. We're in the CT Supra Light this time. I think I've been in this before, and it's a pretty fast little plane. Not a lot to see here, just more mountains and lakes. The mountains and lakes are beautiful, so that makes it all worthwhile, right?
Seattle Center, Flight Flight Design Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra is type Flight Design FDCT 1 miles
out.
northwest of Kilo Echo Sierra Whiskey, 2,800 feet. Request
Fly
flight
out
following.
a little bit here. And
Flight Design Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Seattle Center. Squawk 0407.
Squawk 0407, Flight Design X-Ray Golf Sierra.
Flight Design X-Ray Golf Sierra radar contact 1 miles north of Kilo Echo Sierra Whiskey 3,000 feet. Altimeter 29.902.
that would be Thomas Mountain, apparently.
Roger, Flight
Off
Design
to our
X-Ray
left.
Golf Sierra.
So one thing, if you haven't explored, I spent some time exploring some of these out-of-the-way places and these littler, smaller runways. Littler, that is littler. That isn't even a word. But spend some time exploring these rural areas. They're really pretty. And I kind of feel like, you know, I lived in this area for, up until 2000 almost. Or in this part of Washington. And I never explored any of these areas.
Alaska for Niner, 0 contact Seattle Center on 132.6. Good day. For Alaska for Niner 0. Delta 2508, contact Seattle Center on 132.6. Good
Boy,
day.
this thing does fly fast, doesn't it? I feel like I've said that before.
Going to 132.6 Delta 2508.
Boy, we're fast too. Alright, that'll do it for this one. Let's move on to the next. This time we're around, would be Interstate 2. And I believe we're near Gun Peak and Forks of the Sky State Park. I think this is probably a little further south of where we were before. Oh no, we're north. I was not looking at the map right. So yeah, we're actually north of where we were. Considerably north of where we were before. So, no outbuildings. There are some homes and other things littered through the trees. But just more mountains and trees. But again, another gorgeous area to fly out of. If you're into VFR flying. So that being said, let's just jump on board, get in the plane. We're going to be in the Cirrus today. And we'll see what this area has to offer. Okay, here we go. I like these big wide open runways. Or dirt airstrips. This plane always sounds like a vacuum cleaner. So off to our right we have Guns Peak. Off to our left is Lennox Mountain. See that one right there. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, that would be Lennox Peak. Then the one beyond the wing would be Malachite Peak. Never heard of any
Seattle
of these.
Center, Diamond Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra, is type Diamond 1 miles west of Sierra 88, 1,500 feet. Request flight following.
Guess that would have been
Diamond Alpha
Highway
Sierra
2,
X-ray
not
Golf Sierra Seattle
Interstate
Center.
2, or would it be Interstate 2? I'm not sure.
Squawk 664 Tree, Diamond X-Ray Golf Sierra.
Diamond X-ray Golf Sierra radar contact 2 miles west of Sierra 88, 1,800 feet. Altimeter 29.92.
We're right out over.
Roger, Diamond X-Ray
I don't
Golf
know.
Sierra.
What community that is. Skyhomish. Well, that makes sense, doesn't it? Yeah, that would be Skyhomish. I seem to vaguely remember my dad talking about Skyhomish. It's got some interesting scenery down there. Yeah, there's actually quite a bit to see through here. That was a nice surprise. These little airfields are littered all throughout the Central Coast, or not Central Coast. I live in the center. The mountain ranges in Washington. You can find these little airstrips just about everywhere. How's that? That's pretty good. That building looks a little out of place, though. Yeah, I think so. Uh-oh. Oh, crap landing. Okay, well, we're down. Alright, on to the next. Next up is Leavenworth. This will be KLEN, King Lincoln Edward Nora. And it is asphalt, and it is 1,569 feet. I figured this one would be a good one to end at. Everybody knows what Leavenworth, Washington is. It's a little Bavarian town buried in the heart of Washington. It's positively gorgeous. If you ever go up there in the wintertime, it's awesome. It's awesome year round. It's beautiful up there. But the town is all decked out in kind of a it would be a German motif type thing, living high in the mountains. But uh, the airport, the airport isn't too exciting. There's a few outbuildings, a fuel station, a road that apparently runs right along the runway, and that yellow car keeps driving by. But again, it's a beautiful area. So let's take off, see if we can find the town, and we'll come back and land. We're in the X Cub today. All right, in total, cut that. In my entire life, and the time that I lived in eastern Washington is when I came back to Leavenworth. I have been to Leavenworth. That's funny. I have been to Leavenworth maybe 3 times in my life, maybe 4. Some of my family, they still really enjoy going there. I haven't been there in years. I haven't been back to Washington since I moved to Oregon. So there's that. But if you like, it's kind of that old-timey Christmas village feeling that you get when you're in Leavenworth. At least that's what I remember. And if you go up during the winter time, they have it all decked out with lights. It's gorgeous up there. See, if you fly north of here, you can fly to Lake
Seattle
Wenatchee
Center
State
Cub
Park.
Crafters Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra is type Cub Crafters CC 19 1 miles southwest of Kilo Lima Echo November 2,900 feet. Request flight following.
Air Transport Tree 04 Heavy Contact Seattle Center on 132.6. Good day. Cub Crafters Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Seattle Center. Squawk 6046.
I've actually been up here in the dead of winter,
Tree 04 Heavy.
and it
Squawk
was quite an
6046
adventure.
Cub Crafters X-Ray Golf Sierra.
Cub Crafters X-Ray Golf Sierra radar contact 1 miles east of Kilo Lima Echo November 3,000 feet. Altimeter 29.902.
Roger Cub Crafters X-Ray Golf Sierra.
500.
kind of expecting a little more of the town. Oh well. I know it's small, but it makes kind of a big impact when you're there. Alright, let's get this thing turned around. We'll go back to Miami. Alright, well, that is going to be it for this episode. I believe that makes this episode 6. I hope you enjoyed it. And we'll definitely see you in the next one. Remember to love your parents, guys. Alright, thank you for watching. And have a great day.